in part of my overall philosophy, I really believe that you should have fun on the way to the bank. How do you do this business? I love the people I meet. A lot of the people I do business with, I've become extended family friends over 30 years, you know.
Hmm.
We get together and stuff like that. They share things other than real estate that, with you. It's just you can it's never a four work is never a four-letter word when you're having. I can't retire. How about you guys? I can't
From what?
retire.
From what? People ask me that all the time. They said, when are you going to retire? I said, from what? I haven't had a job in 35, 40 years. So I don't know what I would do.
I really want to. It's like my first notes here. I wrote some. I went running and swimming. I want to stay young and beautiful like you people. So I run 5 to 10 miles every day and I swim. And while I'm running, sometimes I send myself notes. And my first thing I wanted to share was my story today with people. Just what I believe. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Stay away from the dumb stuff I did, but copy the smart things. Copy the things that worked.
Well, that's a great blueprint there, Claude.
It is. Marry a much younger woman with more money and better credits for starters. That always, you you
That's
know,
right.
I'm the product of immigrants.
Uh-huh.
It's just good role model. We were talking a lot today about role models.
Okay.
Do you think we don't have enough role models in our business and in society and life?
I do think we probably just need the right ones.
Oh, good one.
I mean, I see a lot of younger people maybe not learning from people that I thought was good, but you know what? My mentors are different than their mentors at the same time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'm easily influenced by people who have a positive outlook, who are successful. I try to gravitate and be in that sphere of influence with positive people and stuff like that. I don't want to be around people who make me get out my box of boohoo tissues. I do this with my clients. I mentor people all over the world now.
Mhm.
And if they ever start, I hear too many excuses and stuff. I don't make me ever pull out this box of Kleenex. Okay.
I love it. That's great.
We're not on, are we?
Well, we're letting people in right now. We'll give them another couple minutes here,
I,
but
I might be scaring them away already.
oh, I don't think so. No, people know we're pretty punctual, so I think they kind of just they know to show up right on time.
I'm the same way because look, my business, my coaching business. You mind if I record this also?
Oh, go right ahead.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
think I am. Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
My business. I'll have a day. I do 30-minute appointments with my mentoring clients, and I'll have a day, and it's tiring, by the way. 6 to 8 people, boom, 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 right in a row. And if you're late, I'm not taking it from the next guy. That's your.
Right. Yep. It's important to be on time.
I think it sends a message in business too.
Hmm.
What about in reverse? You have an appointment with somebody you're doing a real estate deal with, and they're not on time, or they keep you waiting. How do you handle that?
Well, I do take notes because how you do anything is how you do everything for the most part. I mean, there's always exceptions to being late if something happens, but for the most part, I mean, I pride myself on trying to be there at least 5 to 10 minutes early, no matter what.
I think that sends. I
Mhm.
think I'm big on that stuff.
Mhm.
I think that's real important. The thing about it is, what's the prospect? And we'll talk about this a little bit. Maybe this is a good preamble. If
Mhm.
if you are subservient to the prospect, oh, it's okay to be 2 hours late. I know you had to walk your 5 chihuahuas. It's okay. If you accept that, if you tolerate that, what's the natural reaction from prospects when they know that you're too easygoing, you're too subservient?
They don't take it serious.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. They won't respect your time. Would they
mhm.
do that to their doctor, their dentist who just got them the one appointment or something like that? Squeeze them in?
You would not think so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
one of the things I like to do myself personally, and I did this back when I used to show houses for rentals and things like that because a lot of people don't show up. They'll set the appointment, but I'll make them very specifically for instead of 12, like 12:15 or 12:45.
Odd numbers.
Yes,
Yes.
specific. Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Lee, I have one opening left today at 3:35. You wouldn't want that, would you? Otherwise we got to push this back about 2 weeks, which you wouldn't want to. Can you, is that convenient for you, 3:35?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let's
Perfect.
let, let's do that. And I'll tell you what, I'll make you an offer. And if we can do business today, wonderful. And if not, I want you to feel comfortable enough to fire me, but do it today. Can you do me that favor?
Yes,
Thank
exactly.
you. Thank you, sir. Boom.
I'll
This
be,
this is what we're going to be talking about.
I love it. This is great, Claude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Should we where do we go from here? Are we
Yeah,
rolling?
we can go ahead and get started here. I would introduce my good friend, Mr. Claude Diamond, and yeah, he is actually the master at sales right here, and that's what
Oh,
we're here to learn
oh
because we all
shucks.
do it. Yeah. So yeah, just start talking, Claude. I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm on. Hello, everybody. Hey, I love Laura, Lois. Come back on. We love watching you drive. And Sam, thank Schroeder. Thank you for having your video on. I like when brave people. I want to watch your faces. I want to role play with you folks. So, the brave people, come on and turn on your video. Okay, unless you're having a wardrobe malfunction or something like that. I love that. Tracy, you're so brave. Yay. Good for you. Also, if you folks, before I start yakking away here, can I give away a lot of gifts? Can I give freebies to people?
Yes, sir, you sure can.
I can.
Our
I've
our group
written.
loves stuff.
Oh, I love, I'm not here to sell people. I got a mission in life. It's to teach you people how to, there's a sign behind me there, give good phone. My message today is that the key to this business is having the art, like Laura and John Lee, I just popped on and we're just yakking away and having fun. And the key to this business, and nobody talks about it, is the art and science of a good conversation. In fact, I did a video 2 days ago on YouTube. You might want to watch it. It's on how to talk to people in a competitive world. We're getting inundated by phone calls and things. What's going to make you stand out so that people say, I like him or her. I want to do business with them. So anyway, I've written 9 books, How to Sell with Guts, the Gut Sales Rules. I think last week I think I sent everybody one of these. I have I have another. Where is it? Doggone it, messy desk, Claude. Here it is. This is my first book. It's kind of a novel. It's a rags to riches guy who is down on his luck, and he meets this sweet old guy and who helps him learn the techniques of sales in real estate. And that's my gift to all you guys. Send me a text, 619-206-5960. John, can you put that in the chat room for me, please?
Yes,
Or,
that's
or
six.
Derek or somebody, put the 619 two
Yes.
zero six 5960. Send me a text that says, I love John and Laura Lee, a little more complicated this week, and I'll send you that book for free. You don't have to buy it on Amazon or whatever. Is that good? Is
That's
that a
great.
good way
Thank
to
you.
start? Somebody, thank you for the thumbs up. I like that. My name's Claude Diamond. I love sales. I want to talk about that. I've been in real estate about 32 years. And if you guys have questions and stuff, feel free to raise your hand or whatever. I like dialogues, conversations. It's kind of hypnotic selling is our subject matter today. And a little bit about myself. And for those who came in earlier, I introduced my wife, Claudia. She won't change her name, so it makes it. Somebody says Claude in the neighborhood, all the heads turn. We've been in business. We're a family-run business. We've been doing it about 32 years. You can't tell because I use really cheap hair dye, but we love this business. We work from home or homes. We never take vacations. We just change houses. I'm going to sound like a jerk for a minute, just a minute. I'm so grateful to this business. It's given us a great life. We live in different parts of the country, Colorado, North Carolina, here where I'm in San Diego right now. We're debt free. We're mortgage free. I have two great kids who didn't have debt coming out of college. They own their own real estate now. Um, we run this business with no employees, no outside office. I'm a homebody. Anybody a homebody here? You know, my wife said I am. I love working from home. Isn't it great? Better coffee, cleaner bathrooms. 2:30 comes around. Anybody here ever take a power nap besides me? Can't do that in the office, can you? Okay, so thank you, Nicole. I love working from home. It suits my personality. I'm a recovering attorney, overeducated attorney. I've got degrees and everything. And what I found is I love real estate. Do you guys remember when you got real estate fever? Remember when you're just talking to you're bored, people are running away from you because you're boring the whole world with talking about real estate all the time. I got real estate fever in law school. I started doing some deals, and I was very fortunate. I did, besides marrying my girlfriend there, I had a mentor. I took a lot of seminars, studied a lot about finance and all the different strategies of real estate. I love them all. My favorite is lease purchasing. I've written a couple books on using options and leases with options because I didn't have a lot of money when I started. Okay, we watched every penny. We drove from New Jersey to California in a used Ford Escort and a used, can I say, Datsun pickup truck. I remember, before it was Nissan, it was Datsun, remember? And we watched every penny, and I had this one mentor who changed my life. I know the minute my life changed, my fortunes changed. I met somebody who was real, and this is one of my takeaways from today. Be in the influence, be in the environment of someone who you're comfortable with, who is doing business honestly and ethically, and is not driving a used Yugo. Does anyone remember that car? Are there any on the road anymore? Has anyone seen it? Dana, James, have you seen a Yugo? I haven't seen one. I don't. You scrape the paint off a Yugo, it said Chicken of the Sea or something on it. They were horrible little cars. Where were they from? Yugoslavia. That's why they were called Yugo. That's right. It was just, I saw this man get on the phone and make more money in one phone call than I'd make in all my running around and meetings, and I'll think about it and send me more information, and then they're ghosting me, and I'm doing all this running around. Anybody here work really way too hard and are getting too many I'll think about it? So I'll talk to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and this person, and then you're chasing them, and you're working hard, and you say, I'm doing what all the gurus told me to do, and I'm not making any money, or I'm not making enough money for all the work I'm doing. So that's kind of my preamble on this. I know my mentor would get on the phone and he'd make more money because he had the gift. Do you know what the gift is? The secret? And this is my big takeaway from today. He was a master in the art of conversation, hypnotic selling. He knew when he spoke to people, they liked him. They felt good about him. He sounded different. The dirtiest word I'll ever use in conversation is scripts. Scripts are caca, okay? I'm going to say a lot of things that might get me into trouble, okay, today, because GUTS stands for Great Unconventional, Unorthodox Techniques of Sales and Success. I do a lot of things that are not the status quo. I try to do the things that I believe are common sense, that work for me, that have helped me have a great life, on this journey we all want. Freedom to go to bed and not worry about money. That was my ultimate goal. That was all I wanted. I just wanted to be debt free and take care of my family responsibilities, put food on the table. And I was getting all this advice from everybody. And a lot of the gurus gave me advice about the different strategies. And they still do that today, and it's still important today. You need a strategy. Like I said before, my strategy was lease options because I didn't have a lot of money. And lease options helped me to get my foot in the door with real estate and eventually make enough money so I could buy properties conventionally, put 10, 20% down and things. And there's a lot of people who teach, and I'm sure John and Laura have had them on here where they're teaching subject to owner finance, wholesaling, storage centers, modular homes. There's a variety of different ways to do real estate. And my one, I guess, suggestion is find yourself a niche that allows you to be unique in the marketplace. You're not competing with everybody else, and solves people's problems, basically. So you need a technique or a strategy. That's important. Number one. Number two, you need marketing. You got to have leads. You've got to talk to people every day. I don't think, well, maybe another time, John and Laura will invite me back, and I'll just talk about marketing. Today, I wanted to focus on sales. But marketing, I meet a lot of people. I've been mentoring and coaching people for 30 years. And I've met people who are literally spending $10, $15, $20,000 a month on marketing. Okay. And they're still not doing any deals. Okay. They have all these leads. I think, guess how much I spend on leads? Anybody? Take a guess. Zero, nada, bupkis. Okay. Nothing. I believe we have the technology today to put out amusing, entertaining, informative content. I put out everyday videos I use a application. Here's a little tip here, and if you text me and you want the link, I'll give it to you for a free demo. I use something called Opus Chat, something like that, and it takes all my videos, it edits them for me, AI, and then it sends them out to TikTok and YouTube and LinkedIn and everything. And I have videos every day, multiple videos every day about the deals I do, about my sales training and things like that. And people contact me. They schedule with me. Everybody, by the way, scheduling, everybody who has a web page here should have a schedule link. Okay? Make yourself easy for people to communicate with. One of my big pet peeves, I'm talking so fast today, my New York is really coming out. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker in California. How did I climb the wall to get here? But the thing is, make it easy for, one of my pet peeves is people don't have their phone number out there. Okay? Maybe somebody wants to call you and buy a property from you, sell you a property. Maybe they want advice from you, okay? I'm big on information sales also. Make it easy for people to schedule with you or contact you. Not everybody in the world wants to do texting and email all day long, okay? Make it so, I always, one of the things I say in all my videos, call me, I answer my own phone. Can I answer every phone call I get? No. But isn't that a good problem? So that's number two. Number one is you need a strategy, a niche, something that's your specialized area of expertise in real estate. Number two, you need marketing. You need to do some marketing where you always have leads. The rule of 5 says that you have to speak to 5 people a day, make 5 offers a day, leave 5 gut-style voicemails a day. Okay, what happens when you talk to people every day in terms of marketing? Number 2, you have an opportunity. At the end of the week, you've spoken to 25 people. Are the forces of the universe in your favor if you speak to enough people on a consistent basis in your business? Somebody say yes or nod your heads. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to see if everybody's here. Number 3, and this is what I came to speak about. God, John, it took me 20 minutes to get to the point here. The thing that changed my life, that made me debt free, made me a millionaire. Okay, I'm going to be a jerk for a minute. I was the shy kid in school, sat in the back of the room, never raised my hand and everything. Boy, have I changed, huh? The thing is, I learned from my mentor that sales is the $1 million skill. And nobody talks about this as it relates to our wonderful business of real estate. It's all about you've got to scale this, you've got to hire this, you've got to buy this. I only do one thing. I give good phone. I talk to people. I've studied in the gut sales method I have a system called with 3 simple steps. And I learned this from my mentor. I went to my mentor. I said, "How did you do that? How did you make all that money just talking to that person? How did you close them in the first phone call?" His answer was, "I don't know. I just do it." Well, I had to study him. He was very charismatic. He was very natural. He was very confident. People gravitated to this man. Does everybody here remember Cheers? Who remembers Cheers, the TV show Cheers? What happened when Norm walked in to the bar? What did they all say? Norm, right? And there's something about, we all have friends when they walk into the room, into the party. Oh, look who's here, And there's something about this. What's the expression? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Okay. And there's something about working on the art and science of conversation, of using a sales system to engage people. Most people, when we hear the word salesperson, we all are inundated by salespeople, right? Everywhere, supermarkets, phone calls, texts. We're overwhelmed by it. We hit delete, take me off your list, click, and there's an art and a science to speaking to people. And we don't have the time today. I wish we had a weekend seminar. I could go into this. But basically, there's 3 simple steps. Let me see if I can share a little bit of my screen here, if that's all right, John. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Oh, let me use this one here for now. Where are you? Oh, here. Can you guys see my screen okay? Does this work? Okay, good. I have 3 simple steps. Okay, agenda, qualification, close. There's other people with other things out there. I focus on my students. On 3 simple steps. G.U.T.S is a question-based system. We learn how to ask questions, open and closed-ended questions, questions with redirection, openers, different things that engage people in a conversation. How do most salespeople, when they call us, what do they say? What's the first thing salespeople say? "Hi, how are you today? Can I have a minute of your time? Just reaching out. Let's sing Kumbaya." How do we react when we get those? We're inundated. How many people here have had prospects who have said to us, "Oh, you're the 10th bottom feeder to call me today"? Okay, is that a great way to start a conversation? Am I the only one? Okay, the thing is, what if we opened up in different ways? We call those pattern interrupts. If we could open up in different ways using a gut sales method, a system where we learn how to engage people, ring, ring, John Lee, unmute yourself. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, John, Claude Diamond. Sorry it took me so long to call you. That property must be gone by now, right?
Well, I've got a couple offers right now.
Okay, but so it's sold. It's gone, right? I don't want to waste your
Pretty
time.
much, yeah.
Yeah, I've got. This is John Lee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's it.
Yeah, John, you wouldn't want to sell it right now, would you?
Well, I don't know.
Who
What'd you have in
would?
mind?
Well, okay, let's get Laura on. She'd know. Could I ask you 1 or 2 real quick questions? You can ask me a few, and I'll make you an offer, and maybe we can do business. If not, you can tell me to get lost. Is
Oh,
that fair?
oh, sure.
I love
Absolutely.
your. Oh, you're a gentleman. Thank you, sir. Boom. That's a pattern interrupt opener. I could spend a weekend seminar on pattern interrupts. When you open up, skip the howdy doody stuff and say, "Hi, sorry it took me so long to reach you. Hi, I've got your number in front of me." Sometimes I'll call up. This is the one that's a lot of fun. Ring, ring, John.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, John. How can I help you?
Uh,
You
can you
called
buy my
me.
house?
The pattern interrupts are, you see, if somebody calls us that we think we know them, or we think they're returning a call, or we contacted them, how does our behavior change? I'm going to psychobabble a little. Are we on our best behavior? Because what if we think it's our next door neighbor, our priest or rabbi, our teacher from school calling back for a reunion? If it's somebody who we feel they know us, did you ever have somebody you think, "Oh, it's a salesperson"? "Oh no, it's my neighbor," or something like that? And do we change the whole context of our personality? when we
Yes.
speak to those people. So what's the definition of insanity? Somebody unmute yourself. Give me that. You guys know this.
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Thank you, Tracy. So if we call up people and we have the same and we do the same opener and they say, call me another time, I'll think about it. Take me off your list. If we're getting that 99% of the time, why do we keep doing that stuff? Okay, we need a system of sales. We need to use we set where we open up with a pattern interrupt, and then we set number one on your screen an agenda. We set the rules. What happens before a baseball game, a football game, a boxing match? What happens? A little referee or an umpire or somebody comes out and says the rules. Can we show our expertise, our authority, our confidence by going to somebody and saying, you know what, John, can I ask you a few questions? You asked me a few. I'll make you an offer. We can, and God bless you if you fire me today. Just do it today. You don't have to say you'll think about it. Is that all right with you, John? He nodded his head. See, boom. I've been teaching this for 30 years. Do you think anybody has ever done it? Nobody's ever done it for me except for my students when they want to bust me a little. Okay. So the thing is, we want to get into good conversations with people. We want to use a little bit of charisma, a little bit of theater, a little bit of being a thespian, not a dirty word, an actor. Okay. Because we want to we want to manipulate them positively. We want to put them into a good environment so that they want to talk to us. Okay. Then we also use the science of, has anyone here ever read Robert Cialdini's book? Wonderful book, The Psychology of Persuasion. And he said a lot of things about what makes people want to do business with you. Scarcity, social proof. Everybody else is doing business with you, or you see a line around the Popeyes chicken place, oh, there must be something, that must be a good chicken sandwich. I better get online. Reciprocity, where you ask a favor, things like that. There's different techniques in psychology that people respond to. And part of my gut system is incorporated transactional analysis, Robert Cialdini, a little bit of mixed in a little bit of Freud and Jung and all those people. There's a certain. Let me say it this way. Here's the $1 million rule. This is the most important. Write this. Has everybody got a pad and paper? If you write anything down, write this down right now. I think I shared it last week, but some of you weren't here. People make immediate business decisions emotionally. People make immediate business decisions emotionally. They'll justify them logically, academically, intellectually. How many people here have made a decision, and then the next morning you said, oh no, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I have that fourth glass of wine? Have we all done that? Have we all made decisions? Sometimes because we got emotionally involved. Okay, my daughter was a Girl Scout, and she got a scholarship from the Girl Scouts, and same for my son. I love the Scouts. We support them. And everything. When I see a cute little girl, how many people here cannot resist buying a box of Thin Mints when you see that cute little Girl Scout in front of the supermarket? I can't help. I'm sorry. And I'm a guy really. I'm a health nut. Okay, so I re-gift them to other people, those Thin Mints, or once in a while I go to the freezer and pull a few out with a glass of milk. You can't say no, right? But the thing is, that's an emotional decision. Okay, and what I learned from my mentor is when you're talking about a home or real estate, buying, selling, or investing, are you going to talk facts and figures? What does your competition do when they're selling? They immediately give a presentation, right? How many people here have been bored to death, like me, by long salespeople presentations? Anybody here ever been in a room with a insurance salesperson, or a network marketing is the worst, right? The thing about it is they give you all this intellectual, they either give you motivation or they give you a lot of facts and figures. You only want to know, gee, does it come in green and how much does it cost and can I have it tomorrow? So guts is about learning how to get somebody in an emotional state very early on. And we do that in the step number 2, the qualification. John, do we have another 15 minutes or am I going, am I good?
We're great. Yeah. Take your
Okay.
time. We're good.
Now,
Thank you.
emotional selling. People make decisions emotionally. Don't give them the 38 slide. By the way, I have slides. All these slides, I have like 118 slides. If you guys want them and my free book, just send me a text. It's in the chat box there, 619-206-5960. Say, I love John and Laura Lee, and I'll send you all my slides, and I'll send you my books for free, okay? That's all you got to do. Just send me a text. And this number 2 is qualification. This is where we ask questions, but we don't cross-examine people. We want them to get emotionally involved. How many people here have had the prospect control them? This is a biggie, okay? How many of us have had the prospect control us by, oh, I just have 10, 20 questions to ask you real quick. We're 45 minutes on the phone, and then they dismiss us. Right? Did we make any money? Did we do any free consulting? A lot. Okay, here's the big question. Why are we in business, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we in business? Oh, I love that, Laura. Do that again. Everybody will watch Laura. She said it the right way. We do this. We do this. We're in business to make money. Yes, we want to help people. I know you're saying that. I got in trouble once at a big speaking engagement here in San Diego. 600 people in the audience. Lady in the front, she raises her hand. She's been taking all these notes. And she says, Mr. Diamond, I got into real estate because I wanted to help people. And all you do is talk about money and making money. And I said to her, I took a little breath, a little pregnant pause, and I said, ma'am, that's the sickest thing I've ever heard. I got a big laugh. I said, of course. But I've been mentoring a lot of people who have gone to a lot of seminars, a lot of things, and they spend a lot of money and they have not focused on the most important thing in my life. My fortune, my prosperity changed when I focused intensely on the art and science of influencing other people in a positive sense, closing them in the first phone call, or it's over in the first phone call. Sometimes 2 phone calls, in all honesty, never 3. I've closed people very quickly on that because I offer very personal, accountable service and sales training with a guaranteed results. One of my students, I'm going to brag. I just had a new student start last week. And my word of honor, I'm going to do a video on this. Take my word for it. She just did her deal and made high 5 figures using my gut system. She's a very nice lady. She's unbelievably smart, but she was so nice that people manipulated her. How many people here are too nice? You're all nice looking, and probably very polite. You help old ladies across the street. You buy Girl Scout cookies like I do, right? Okay. Do you think we have rights in the business world, in the sales process? Do you think we have rights? You better believe it. Okay. And instead of being cross-examined and answering questions, we've got to learn to turn their questions into our questions. So in qualification, what's important about qualification? What do we want to know? What's the first thing we want to know about qualification? Whether they're buying, selling, investing, whatever we're doing, whatever way we're trying to do business, do we want to know if they have a level of motivation? Are they a 1, a 5, or a 10? What is what we call technically their emotional quotient? Okay. We want to do that. We need to find a need, create a need, or exacerbate a need that's emotional in people as quickly as possible. If they're a 1 or a 2, all right, what do you got? I'm busy. How many people here have had the nasty prospect besides me? Okay. Are we going to close that person who's having a bad day? We might have some fun, maybe get some practice. But how long should we be on the phone with that person? I have a little thing I give my students. It's right there. 3-minute timer. Okay. Should we be 45, 60 minutes with somebody, answer their questions if they don't have any motivation, if they're not the decision maker, how many people here have given brilliant presentations or driven in the car 2 hours in traffic? We have great traffic here in the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California, also known as San Diego. Okay. Traffic is amazing. If you can't go to an appointment at 2:30 in the afternoon and get back home by 3, you're sitting on the freeway. Okay. That's just life in California. But the thing is, how many of us, when we're qualifying somebody, we want to know, have you ever gone to an appointment and you gave that brilliant presentation, you answered all their questions, you bought them breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, coffee, and then they said to you, Claude, you're great. I love this, and I want to do this. But if I had the money, I'd do it right. I'd do it right away. I'd do the real estate deal. I'd do your mentoring program. How many people here have had the person say they didn't have the money after you spent all those natural resources of yours? We've all done that. Do we have the right to qualify someone before we give long intellectual presentations, before we get in our car, before we go to meetings? Do you think we need to ask questions the right way, the art and science of a good system conversation with people, so that we know we have a worthy prospect for our time? Guess what happened? Rule of 5, I said, if you speak to 2, 3 worthy, qualified prospects every day, guess what will happen to your business? It'll soar. But we waste too much time and money with prospects who are just looking for free consultation. And we have to learn to qualify them quickly. Who's the decision maker? Anybody here ever give a great presentation? A person said, I got to talk to my spouse. I've got to go light a candle in church. I got to pray. I got to talk to my Uncle Harry in Milwaukee. Okay, don't you want to find out how they make decisions up front? When should we talk? Here's a question for you guys. When should we talk to people about money? Beginning, middle, or end of the initial contact? What do you think? Anybody?
I'm saying the middle.
Go ahead, Christy.
I would say in the middle, kind of like where you have the qualifications at.
Yeah. Hey, Christy, I'm so glad we're talking about your my property and everything like that. Can I ask you just one quick question? I'll be glad to answer all of yours. If you and I decide to do business today, this is a $1.6 million property. Are you pre-qualified? Is that comfortable for your budget today?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
It is. In what way? You have money in a mattress. You have a rich uncle. You went to Chase Manhattan. Could you help me out with that, please?
I've been gifted money.
When you say gifted, 50,
I knew you was gonna.
100,000, 300,000. What am I doing to poor Christy Fields here? Thank you,
Exactly.
Christy.
You're welcome.
Everybody say thank you to Christy. She was brave. She came right on there. She's a gut salesperson. Okay. So somebody says, I have the money. What does the amateur salesperson do? They move on, right? What did I just do with Christy? I said, oh, what's the source of that money? How much of that
You
money?
engaged her. Yeah,
Say again, Dana?
yeah. You dug deeper, engaged her, and dug deeper.
Deeper. What does your doctor say? Hey, doctor, I've got a pain in my neck. What does the doctor say? Okay, great. Hop on the table. Let's do some surgery. What does the doctor do? We're having a special on back surgery. The price goes up on Friday. What does your doctor do? Your dentist, your lawyer, hopefully, your accountant. What do they do?
Ask more questions.
Ask more questions. Is that intrusive when a professional person asks you questions to help you remove a pain or solve a problem or gain greater joy? Is that an invasion of privacy? Is there a certain way, big takeaway here, is there a certain way to ask questions so that the prospect doesn't feel like you're being intrusive? Has anyone ever asked the mortgage question to somebody and they said, none of your business? Let's do that. Who wants to do that role play with me? You can say none. I'll be the salesman. You can say none of your business to me. I'll be the bad guy. Who wants to do a quick role play? Anybody? Otherwise, I got to put John on the hot seat again.
I'll do it.
Oh, you're so brave, Tracy. Tracy,
There
if you
we
can
go.
help me out, Tracy, I'd like to make you an offer on your property today. Is it free and clear, or is there still a mortgage on there? If you don't mind
I
me
don't
asking.
feel I need to disclose that.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to invade your privacy, but it was part of my offer because I wanted to know if I could take over your mortgage or not. Would you just answer this for me? Is it small, medium, or large at this point?
It's medium.
Medium. When you say medium, 100, 150, 200,000, round numbers roughly.
150.
150. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Give her a round too. Tracy was a really good bad guy prospect there. She jumped right on me. None of your business. I don't want to discuss that, right? Do we, how did I get turned that around on Tracy there just now? I gave her multiple choice questions, didn't I? How many people here love multiple choice in school instead of fill in the blank besides me? Okay, I loved multiple choice. My mom, when I got a C plus, my mom hung it on the refrigerator. Okay, and they still let me into law school. But the thing about it is, we have to learn to ask questions the right way, like I just demonstrated. We want to ask questions that gets the prospect emotionally involved. We want to, here's a biggie, we want to turn the prospect into the salesperson. So we need to qualify them. We need to raise their motivation, how they make decisions. Can they make their decision today? Is it urgent enough so that we can close them, get a commitment, get another appointment, or get out today? It's over in one phone call. Isn't that great? Imagine how much, the thing about it is, if we keep calling people and we keep getting rejected, how many people besides me here cry at Disney movies? I'm still upset about Bambi's mom in the forest fire, okay? The thing about it is, if we keep getting rejected all day long, this is being totally honest, and I haven't had a martini or anything. If I get rejected all day long by people, or how does that leave us feeling? Can we keep making phone calls every day? We have to make money in this business, to be successful. You have to have a sales system where you're keeping your ego, your confidence strong. Does that make sense? That's what you got to do. So if I have fun phone calls, I don't close everybody, but if I have some fun phone calls with people, okay, we laugh, we talk about the property, we engage, I get enough information, and then they say, nah, I don't like your price or your terms or anything. I said, thank you for sharing that. You've been nothing but nice to me. Let me send you a little gift. I always send gifts. I always send follow-up videos, by the way. That's important. Write that down. What happened? Do people change their minds sometimes? Do you ever make an offer to somebody? Nah, you can't get a meeting of the minds, but then you follow up with a short video. You send a letter of intent. That's a special kind of one-page short offer. I'm sure, John, you probably had speakers on that letter of intent yet, or something of that nature.
We have, but it's been a while.
It's
Yeah.
always follow up with a review of the offer you made. Make multiple offers. Make a price offer. Make a terms offer. Make an option offer. And even if you get off the phone, you had a fun phone call, send them that letter of intent. Attach it with a video. And three things, I want to get this in the recording for today. Three things that are real important in your conversation: stroke, nurture, empathy. They lead to bonding. When you stroke, we don't get enough compliments in life or acknowledgments. Okay, when someone asks you a question or something, or you're having a good conversation, give them a stroke, give them a good question. Glad you asked that. You've done your homework. Thank you for sharing that. I do a lot of that. Why? That is called positive manipulation. What happens when we make somebody feel good? This is common sense, right? Maybe they want it. We have to work on the art and science of the conversation. We have to be hypnotic. When I say hypnotic, I want to put you, the real estate salesperson, in their mind. So when they get off the phone, what do you want them to say about you? You know, I liked Lois and Tracy and Yulinda. And Christy. And Lois. I said Lois twice. Wow. I love that name. I'm a Superman fan. Um, you've heard that all your life, right, Lois? Do you date men with big S's on their chests? Things like that. The thing about it is when we make people feel good and they get off the phone, they remember us. When we follow up with them, this is all part of the gut system. Maybe they'll call us back. Okay, maybe we can follow up with them, set up another appointment. Sometimes you can't close them in one phone call. It takes two. You want them to remember you. Do we remember these salespeople who invade our privacy, who call us up, text us? Do we remember these people at all? We forgot them before we hit the little red button on our iPhone, right? We forgot them. We want to create a memory in people. Okay, we want to speak to a. I get people say, "Oh, Claude, I made thousands of phone calls." Are you nuts? That's too much work. That's too much rejection. I want to speak to a few people every day, have a few good conversations so that I can move to number 3, the close. Who wants to do a close with me? John, you want to be my, can I close you, John?
Absolutely.
This is kind of my sum up, and then I'll take a few questions if that works for John and Laura.
That's
Is that
great.
okay?
Mhm.
John, I got to tell you, thank you for this conversation. You've been generous with sharing you know what, John? I've made a decision. Can I have your permission to make you an offer?
Absolutely, Claude.
Good.
Sure.
I'm going to take a time out here real quick. I did something real important there in that sentence. Well, first I stroked John. I thanked him. Okay. I don't think we say thank you. I'm a big believer in good manners. We've kind of lost that in society somewhere. Thank people. Show respect. Even if you're not going to make the sale. Then I said, I have made a decision. In psychology, that's showing authority. It's really huge. You have to be the expert in the room. Even if you're like me, you have an insecure little boy deep inside with sucking his thumb with a blanket over his head, Linus, remember? So I said, I have made a decision. Then I said, can I have your permission? When's the last time anybody asked your permission to make you an offer? I do it every day. Why do I do it? Anybody? Take a guess. Why do I do it? Derek, come
Like
on.
to feel in control.
Derek knows. Derek Bain knows. We see you, Derek.
Kind of putting them in back in control, so to speak.
I'm showing respect. I'm giving them, very good, Dana. I'm giving them the illusion of control. Can I have your, Dana, James? I love the smiles you two have on the camera. Thank you so much. Can I have your permission? I made a decision. Can I have your permission to make you an offer today? And God bless you if you say no to me.
Maybe. What you
Is
got?
that maybe yes or maybe no?
Depending on what you got.
Thank you. And you can fire me, right? But boom. And that just like that. Okay. Just like that. Back to John. John, you told me you needed 200,000 for the property. Is that your bet? John, I'd like to do business with you today, either price or terms. John, I can give you your price, 200,000. That's a fair and reasonable price if you can give me terms on the property. In other words, could you hold a note and I'll make you payments interest only for 5 years with a balloon? And I can give you full price if you give me terms. If you'd like the cash quicker, you told me you want to take Laura to Hawaii and buy her a new Cadillac and pay off your granddaughter's dentist bill. If you really need that money, I can do a deal, but I can only offer you 165. What would you like to do next, John? And it's okay to say no to either of those offers, but I'd love to do business with you today.
Could we maybe do a partial deal, some cash up front and some terms?
What do you mean? I'm not sure if I understand.
Well, just give me enough for the Hawaii trip and the granddaughter's dental, and we could probably work something out on the rest.
Is it probably? So if you so for the higher, so do you want to sleep on the beach or stay in a 5-star hotel?
Me personally, I want to sleep on the beach, but Laura wants the hotel.
You never know what they're going to say. So 10, 15, 20,000, you decide.
Yeah, 20 would probably do it today.
Probably. So if I gave you 20,000 down today in escrow, and we did the other $150,000, 8% interest, like an annuity, payments beginning in in June 1st. So you would get $1,850 every month for the next 60 months, and then with a balloon. We could do business today.
Let's do it. Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Always say what. Always pretend like you got a Kmart hearing aid. Kmart's not around anymore. Who remembers Kmart? Oh my God, that blue light of savings is blinking for you. Who remembers Kmart? You guys
Yes.
you guys are
Yes.
way too young. You don't remember my old stuff. But boom. What did I do? Thank you, John. I just got a commitment. I made an offer, price term. Tell me you want to think about it, John. Let's do one more and then I'll take some questions.
Okay. Okay, I better think about it. I've got a wife that really needs to hear some of this, Claude, before I could actually say yes.
You know, I got a wife too. Hey, Claudia, is it okay to do a deal with John and Laura so they can go to Hawaii first class? My wife said yes. So I do smarty pants things like that.
Let's do it.
I have a lot. Can you have fun on these conversations, by the way?
Yes.
Can talking to people, sometimes it can be a lot of fun. Okay, even when they say no. That's how you stay. You can't do something. How many of us I'm the king of procrastinators. When it's something I don't want to do, oh, maybe I better go clean the toilet or something. I will anything than do something I don't want to do. And how many of us feel that way about sales? Truth be told, come on, sodium pentothal and 2 martinis. Okay. We don't make phone calls. How do we make money? How do we do deals today? We talk to people. If we can have anywhere from 3 to 5 good phone calls every day using a gut sales method, and we do that on a consistent basis, part of our routine, like brushing your teeth every day, something like that, then the forces of the universe are in your favor. You've got to use a sales system. You've got to talk to a few people every day. You've got to make offers in the first phone call. And by doing that, that's how my students, I have a very high success rate of my students. They start doing deals in the first 30 days. I guarantee it to them. I even put it in writing. If they practice with me like we're doing today and use my system. So agenda, qualification, close, learn to ask questions with stroking and nurturing and empathy and redirection and some of the things we talked about today. Learn to have fun in the art and science of conversation. Make it hypnotic for yourself. Make it so people fall in love with you, so they look forward to speaking with you. The more people you speak to, the more good conversation. This is just common sense, isn't it? If you're reading a boring script and calling hundreds of people off a list, you're going to get too much rejection. If you get too much rejection and don't go to the bank, you're going to go from one shiny object. How many of us, truth be told, go from one shiny object to the other in this business? Oh, let's try this. Let's try. Okay, we're all guilty of that. The one thing that worked for me, this is my mission here, and I'll shut up after this, is once I learned the art and science of persuasion and influence, a sales system of asking questions, everything fell into place. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Claude.
I thought he'd never shut up. I know. Wow.
Oh no, it's great. I could listen to you all day. The way you do that is, you make people feel good, and that's the thing you were talking about on the phone, and you do the same thing today with us. But I mean, that's exactly what it is, and that's why people remember you and feel that you just feel good.
It's just it's something we want to do. My mentor used to always say, his name is Max. I wrote about him on my first book. You guys can have this too. The Mentor, A Story of Success. It's a novel. And, people make decisions emotionally. And you've got to learn how to speak to people. What's the way? He used to say also, if your competition's doing it, stop. What is our competition doing? They're all doing the same thing. Aren't we all hearing about it? Oh, you got to get a phone room. Oh, you got to use the AI autoresponder. Oh, you got to hire those nice girls in the Philippines to make all your phone calls. You got to buy a list here. All that stuff is expensive, and it's time consuming with a lot of rejection. My message for you guys today is all I do is talk to a few people every day I ask questions and I make an offer. I use a system. And that's what works for me. And if I'm nobody special, if it works for me, it'll work for you.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. It's I'm still doing it. Here's the downside. I did all the rainbows and unicorns today. There is a downside. You never want to stop working. I love I love talking to you people. I have a few appointments after today. Then I have the rest of the afternoon off. I'm meeting some friends. If any San Diegans, we're going to meet today at 2 o'clock at the Ballast Point Brewery in Little India in San Diego. So you're my guests if anybody's in the room here in San Diego, or get on the John and Laura Lee private jet out there. Any questions before we go here? I love questions or role plays. Go for it.
Mhm.
I won't bite.
This is a great time to ask your questions. I think you did such a good job at filling us in and making sense out of this, because I think so many people missed that today, Claude.
It's we listen to so many podcasts and people and messages, but tell me if I'm wrong. I don't hear anybody talk about what our topic was today. How do you talk to people and keep them interested? How do you get them talking more than us? How do you keep us out of that boring presentation and that scripted thing that, what is it? I forgot who said. One of the gurus out there has a book of scripts. It's about 3 inches thick. Who has that book? Come on. I know somebody out there has that book. Okay. There's no way you can memorize a book, but you can, through practice, memorize or learn certain responses. What's the perfect answer to a question? Okay, tell me, tell me, you want to hear this is the dangerous one. Tell me you want to think about it, John. This is a good role play.
I'd like to think about this, Claude, before we do anything.
You're not allowed to, John.
What?
Go ahead. Give me a natural response. You're not allowed to think. Well, John, you know what? And I appreciate that. I think you're more concerned about my feelings than your own. When people say they want to think about it to me, they're just being polite and they mean no. Isn't it over, John? It's okay. I'm not here to make you do something you don't want to do. I just want to do business with. Is it over, John?
Wow. Well, maybe not. Now that you said that.
Well, it's John. I made the offer. I need if we can move forward. My offer is good till 4:30 today, and if you want to say no, it's all right. But I'd like to do this deal with you, the price or terms.
I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah, boom. And or tell me, yeah, it's over. Go ahead, tell me it's over.
Okay, well, I guess it's over.
John, now that it's over, what you promised Laura for your anniversary next month, you're going to take it to Hawaii. What are you gonna do? Get a rowboat or something? I mean,
exactly.
Rowboat from St. Louis.
Exactly.
I don't know if the Mississippi goes to Hawaii.
It's a long way.
Here's the Mississippi, right? Educate me a little.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I know something.
We can go down through the Gulf of America and then through the Panama Canal and make it.
Okay, that's a long way. Yes. The thing about it is, when you do a pattern, that was a pattern interrupt. And when you do a pattern interrupt and you say, you're not allowed to think about it, there's a little bit of a shock there, isn't there? Isn't he kind of rude? Oh, isn't he? No one's ever said that to me before. And then you fix it. You have to have where you can always fix it. And then you say, you're just being nice to me. And then, now that it's over, what are you going to do about all those things you told me about? Paying off those bills, moving to Arkansas, whatever. What are you going to do about that? And you can go right back into sales again, gut selling. So the thing is, you control the conversation. It's over when you say it's over. You get to fire the prospect. And then you can make that next phone call and the phone call after that. Your ego hasn't been bruised by all that rejection we all get. I hate that. Anybody here? I talk to some people. Oh, I can make 1,000,000 phone calls. I love it when they say no because I know a yes is coming. Can I use one bad word today? I haven't used any bad language. My wife's going to jump. I think that's such guru bullshit. I don't want to be rejected by people all day long. I want to, even if they say no, why can't it be fun? on the way.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's my take. Any questions before I go?
How will John, will you be sending the recording out to this, or how will we be able to um
Yeah,
to
in the meantime, let me put Claude's number in here again. Send him a text and get some free information. But yeah, yeah, Dana, yeah, I will be putting this together, and as soon as I get the rendition done, we'll be sending that out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this is gold right here. This stuff
Yes,
right here,
it is.
it's just
Yes,
Thank you.
it
You guys
is.
are too kind. Send me a text. I made a lot of promises. 619-206-5960 or mentor at me, mentor at me.com. And I'll send you my slides from today because I threw so much at you too fast. It's hard to talk about a sales system in 30 to 45 minutes, but I'll send you that, and I'll send you some of my books. All you got to do is say I love John and Laura Lee. Got to put that in there so I know. Okay.
thank you, Claude.
Yeah,
That's
that's
beautiful.
called reciprocity. That's the only thing I want in return. And if you want to schedule with me and pick my brain for 15 minutes, go to my webpage, claudediamond.com. And everything.
Claude,
Thank you.
I want to thank you for being so transparent about everything too, and so available. I mean, he is somebody I met Claude through Bill's event in Los Angeles, and I texted him, and we immediately set up an appointment and talked, and here we are. It's just unbelievable. Claude's the real deal, and
Oh,
what he's
thank you.
we can learn so much right here. And
Yeah. It took me, really once everything changed when I met a real estate salesperson, and I saw he was doing completely different from everything I was being taught. He was so unconventional, he was so irreverent, but he was having fun on the phone. He was charismatic on the phone with people, and he was making a lot more money than me with a law degree working at a Fortune 500 company, just working from home doing nice deals. By the way, very nice deals. So I was smart enough, or lucky enough to learn from somebody who was doing it the right way. And that's why I kind of teach this style, this one-on-one style. I only mentor one-on-one with a few people at a time because it works. Because if I can get somebody really comfortable, confident, good on the phone, they will see results so much faster rather than just doing the busy work all the time. We spend too much money and we do too much busy work to do the deals that we want to do.
yeah.
And this is a great business. Everybody, it's a necessity. Is real estate a necessity of life? We all need a place to live, right? And
Hey,
somebody,
got a question for you.
go for it. Then we'll
Yeah.
call it a day. I got to go.
As far as you getting leads, do you just like do your normal activity when you run into people, or do you actually have a system for getting leads?
I have a system for getting leads. I even wrote a book on it. It's on my webpage, or it's the G.U.T.S marketing system. I think people aren't we all sick of pop-ups and web pages with 30 tabs and these emails, and aren't we all sick of marketing besides me? We're
Right.
paying money for VPNs and blocks on our thing. We're paying all this money. We're so tired of it. But what we do is we solve people's problems. We help them make their lives better. We help them get into good properties that appreciate. We help them to move their properties with price or terms. We're problem solvers. We're the doctors of real estate. Why don't we take our message and put it out there and attract people? People will come to you rather than you chase and bother them. That's my logic on marketing. Once again, a complete opposite of probably everybody else out there. And I get more than enough leads, by the way. I get leads all the time. I have too many leads on properties and on new students and stuff just by putting out content that's relative to today's that's contemporary. If you watch my YouTube videos, I try to talk about what's going on in the news and interest rates and where to find properties and things like that. I try to talk about attracting When you talk to people who come to you, last thing here, when you talk to people who come to you, don't you love who doesn't love a warm prospect? You know, a warm prospect, it's so much, isn't all the pressure, all the stress gone on a warm prospect? But when you're cold calling all day, and I've made cold calls too, it's 100 times harder when you're calling someone who doesn't know you, doesn't expect you, you're coming out of left field. On there. There's ways to engage people who are cold calls too, by the way. But life is much, I just rather go down the easy road and talk to warm prospects. And I schedule with them. Even if you speak to one warm prospect today and maybe two tomorrow, you take the next day off, and then you speak to 3 warm prospects next week, and so every day. Isn't the opportunity, algorithms, the math in your favor? Absolutely. One last question. I gotta go. Oh, I'm gonna be late for my beer party.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to respond. This is so nice. And I think even when, like you said, the approach that you take, even if they don't do anything with you now, they will remember this and, probably even contact you later if they, need you for anything or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
If you follow up with somebody right away, when should you follow up, Dana? How fast? If you're muted, the answer, when you follow up right away, you send a
okay, right away.
today, because people change their
That day.
mind. How many people here are Geminis like me? I'm the most annoying person on the horoscope thing. I go to dinner with 5 other people, and God forbid I order first. Oh, wait, I like what she's having. That steak sounds. Oh no, you're getting chicken. Change my order. I'm that person. That happens in real life, doesn't it? Do you think sometimes people make a decision and then they get off the phone and say, wait a second, maybe that I should get that offer. I want to go to Hawaii. I need to pay those bills. I need to sell that property. I need to buy that property or invest in a property. Okay. So, the thing is, follow up, give them an incentive or a reward so that they have an opportunity to get back to you. Set time limits too. Say, hey, Dana and James, I'm going to make you a wonderful offer. I'm going to send you some follow up. Thank you so much. You're just a pleasure to speak with, and you contributed to today. My offer is good till 5 o'clock today. So if you get back to me, we can move forward. If I don't hear from you, thank you anyway. But my offer does expire. Ooh, who's got the pressure there? A lot of stuff to talk about. Sorry I went too long, John.
That's perfect. No, it's beautiful, Claude. Thank you.
Too much coffee or
We
something.
appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Very much.
And hey, round of applause to John and Laura Lee here. Come on.
Claude,
Come on. These are wonderful people who set this up and invite speakers and education and everything for you and everything. They're the good guys in this business. Okay.
Well,
thank you.
Claude.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Bye now. We'll see everybody else tomorrow too. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you got something out of it. I will get the replay up as soon as I can. And so if you don't get it by tomorrow for some reason, just tune in the morning for our networking. We got some really good stuff planned for the next month or so, and I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Hey, John, before you go, real quickly, this is Nicole. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi. I was just trying to see if you got my information on that form that you wanted us to fill out.
Yes, Nicole, I did get yours, and it's in there. We're in the process right now, and I'll be talking a little bit more about it tomorrow, of the website. That's been a little challenging, but we do have a lot of things in place. We've got our first, and I don't want to give away everything today, but we do have our first in-person event coming up, and we got some really good stuff planned. I think you're going to be really happy, Nicole.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you being here.
John, I have a quick question too, because I never was able to unlock the stuff. And so 2 things. I guess you just addressed that. And then 2, how do I sign up? Can you send me a link so I can join? so I can access, you know.
On Friday, you mean?
Yes, just to join the group. Have I already, formally joined when I signed the paper out at Applebee's last month?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're in the process of the website's been a little
Okay.
challenge for
It's
us
not
right
ready
now
yet. Yeah.
because it's out of our
Okay.
hands.
Okay.
But we will have that. But yes, you are definitely in the loop here. I won't forget
Okay,
about you,
cool.
Christy.
That's all I wanted to know. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's right,
appreciate both of you
Christy.
guys. Thank
Right.
you. I love
Thanks
you
for asking.
guys.
Oh, we love you
Okay.
too.
We're
Thank
hoping
you.
Yes.
things will be
Okay.
set for next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
no problem. I'm patient. I'm a grateful, thankful. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for asking too. We appreciate that. And yeah,
Yay.
and your patience.
Okay. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye
Too.
And
bye.
thanks everybody else
Okay.
for being here. And if nothing else, I
Thank
guess we'll see you
you.
tomorrow.
Okay,
Good
see
Yep.
you
morning.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye, everyone. All right.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everyone.